Welcome to the best study hacks of all time. I am Nivedita Kauri, a final year MBBS student at Bankura Sammilani Medical College, West Bengal. Let's begin. The Pareto Principle says that 80% of the output comes from 20% of the input. If you try to apply this in studies, then it means that whatever you are reading, only 20% of it will give 80% of your result. Now it's your turn to find out that 20% of the most productive task that you should be doing with no compromise. Let's take an example. If you are preparing for your university exam, then you should go through the previous year question papers to find out the chapters or topics from which questions are commonly asked. Now if you can, then you may cover the entire syllabus, but you can't miss those important topics. Next is your concentration. When you are doing your work with your full attention, you are going to complete it in less time with more accuracy. But if your mind is wandering here and there, then it is meaningless to sit in front of your study table for hours after hours. If you are facing problems to concentrate for long hours, take baby steps. Start working for a very small amount of time, like 10 minutes. For these 10 minutes, forget about rest of the world and engage yourself completely in your task. When you can manage your concentration for 10 minutes, gradually increase the time. Try to make concepts clear in the first reading. Your first reading must be from the best available source. It ensures that your subsequent reading will take less time and they will be more effective. If you can't clear your concepts from the very beginning, then you will face difficulties in your revision times. And this will not only drain your time but also your energy. So make sure that you are using the best resource. From next time onwards, whenever you sit for reading, sit with writing materials as well and make notes. According to me, this is the most important task for a student. Reading the large books for multiple times is not possible. But if you have a concise person with you, then it's gonna help you. If you are confused about how to take notes, then you can surely watch the note-taking video which I have uploaded in my channel. Another secret I want to share with you. Make the habit of writing. Here I am not talking about making notes. Your notes are separate. Here I am telling you to write while reading. Just take a rough exercise book and while reading, write the salient points. You may not read it for a single time in future, but this will surely help you to solidify the facts in your brain. Spaced repetition for better memorization. This concept says that the act of revision should be spaced in gradually increasing intervals, and this can be explained on the basis of the Ebbinger's Forcating Curve. The curve says that information is lost over time when there is no attempt to retain it. Retention of information is maximum for the first 20 minutes and then it drops. But this drop can be reduced by reviewing the information at spaced intervals. What you have learned, try to teach it to someone else. You can make your concepts more and more clear by teaching it to someone. And not only that, you will be able to find out the weaker areas upon which you can work further. Don't make the mistake of not taking breaks. They are equally important as your work is. In between the intense hours of work, be a little bit kind to yourself and take small breaks. This will energize you by breaking the monotony. You can follow the Pomodoro Method for this. This method tells you to work for 25 minutes followed by a 5 minutes break. Or you can work for 50 minutes and then take a small break of 10 minutes. Obviously, these time limits are flexible for changes. You can modify them as per your attention span. In many of my previous videos, I have talked about this method, and also there is a separate video on my channel. Feel free to watch that. That's all I had to share. I would love to hear from you in the comments and support my channel by subscribing. As always, thanks for watching.